Child, let's get into this mess. So now, word on the street. Remember we was talking about the Bodyguard and the fact that they were looking at Taylor Swift to be to take on the role that was originated by uh Whitney Houston. Well, now the word is that producers is looking at none other than sex tape icon and fading reality star Kim Kardashian. And when I heard this story, I'm like, who are these producers? And if y'all pick her to be in this movie, y'all all need to be put out of a damn job. So, according to The Blast, they said that Kim Kardashian's dream to break into serious acting might be getting closer than ever, as an insider has revealed that she's being eyed for the Bodyguard remake. The original The Bodyguard movie starred the late Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner as her devoted bodyguard and was hugely successful. The film also, well, that's because Whitney Houston was a huge star based and was known for her talent. And we ain't never seen Whitney Houston taking it up, from behind, laying down on her stomach, moaning and groaning on the bed while she was taking black peen from behind. We ain't seen Whitney like that. So that's why the movie was successful, because we like Whitney as the voice. She is the voice. So the film also featured top-selling soundtrack, including hits such as "I Will Always Love You" and "Run to You." And don't forget that Michelle Visage, RuPaul's Drag Race, had a song on that album. The Bodyguard soundtrack was track 9. If there ain't anybody that's not going to remind you that she got a song on the Bodyguard soundtrack, is Michelle Visage. So now, earlier this month, reports revealed that a remake of The Bodyguard was in the works, with Sam Wrench, who directed Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, set to hold directorial duties. Hence, many Swifties thought Tay-Tay would get the lead role, but that isn't going to be the case if the insider's words are to be believed. An insider told us, they told them, I think they told the Daily Mail this. So if they told this to the Daily Mail, I will say take this with a grain of salt. They are a tabloid. I wouldn't necessarily believe everything that comes out of them, but let's just go along with it because it's out there in these streets. We're going to entertain it, and I'm going to give my opinion. So now, they said that, yeah, they told the Mail on Sunday, that will be today, that Kardashian is the preferred candidate to take Houston's role in the Bodyguard remake. I can't even read that with a straight damn face. Now, they said the source, whom the outlet describes as impeccable, impeccably high and delusional, everyone immediately assumed Tay-Tay would get the lead, the role played by Whitney Houston in the original film. Because the Bodyguard remake is being directed by Sam Wrench, they said Warner Brothers, the studio remaking the original, is very keen on Kim. Already been multiple meetings, and the script has been written with Kim in mind. Now, the insider also shed light on the direction the remake would take, noted that it wouldn't be a musical as many people assume. Well, if you're going to put Kim Kardashian in it, obviously you're going from a social media influencer standpoint, because when you really look at it, and here's the thing, I kind of like that angle if they're going to do the Bodyguard remake, that is not, you don't do a direct remake, meaning, we have to pick a singer. You can make it an actress. You can make it a social media influencer, because quiet as it's kept, social media influencers are surpassing talented singers, actors, wherever it is. Everybody got a damn social media platform. Everybody's got a channel. Everybody's blogging. Everybody. Am I reading myself? It's like, but look, here's the thing. Unlike some of these bros that just jumped on the line and started doing this yesterday, I'm doing this in 2026. It'll be 20 years that I've been doing different iterations of celebrity news, gossip, blogging, that sort of thing. So I've been doing this since 2006. So I'm gonna toot my own horn, damn it. Just because y'all heard of me today don't necessarily mean I started today. So yeah, they said that everyone is assuming the remake will be a musical, but there has been talk of making a sequel for years, and most of the talk has been about taking it in a different direction, using a global celebrity, but not necessarily having as musical, more straightforward drama. Let's face it, how can you top Whitney? You can't. So if you're gonna do something else, and you don't want to be compared to the Whitney one, I say, like, yeah, if you're gonna do a Bodyguard remake, change it up. make the character something different than what people already gotten. So don't necessarily go into like a singer. Like I said, you could do an actor. And if you're going to pick someone like a Kardashian, maybe it could be a social media influencer type, someone who became famous with their own channel and become personable, whatever the case is, because of their social media, that sort of thing. And they have like somebody who's trying to unalive them because of, for whatever reason, because they do put a lot of their lives out there. They put them lives online. They have a reality show, then, and the reality show is spun off this global brand. So you can have a Kim Kardashian type, but to put a Kim Kardashian in it, first of all, she can't act her way out of a goddamn paper bag. So I don't know why y'all think you're gonna put Miss Vocal Fry right in a movie and think that we want to hear that annoying ass voice of hers with all that fix or flat she got in her ass and her face. And you think we want to sit and watch all of that for 2 damn hours? Hell no. I think if you can take the idea of an influencer, or maybe hire, I don't know, are there any influencers out there who actually are pretty good actors or can act, or you can hire an actor to portray a social media influencer, like maybe I was going to say Sydney Sweeney, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to see Sydney Sweeney in that role. We need somebody. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting like, you can get a Kim Kardashian type, someone that kind of embodies all that, but is a much better actress. Because I know like Kim is out here trying to prove herself to be an actor. She's got this new show that she has coming out, this lawyer show that I know that she's working on with Ryan Murphy, and she's got all these other ideas. I heard that she's also got another show in development with her and Lala Anthony, that they're both working on a project together. So Kim is out here trying to assert herself in the Hollywood movie and TV space. The thing is, when you have such an iconic IP like The Bodyguard, I know I'm not the only one that's having these reservations about it. That's feeling like, no, we don't want to see her in this show. We're sick and tired. No shade. I'll speak to me now. I'm sick and tired of these goddamn Kardashians, including Bruce. I'm sick of seeing all of them on my screen. I'm tired of them always being in the media, always in the news. Every time I turn around, it's something with them. It's something with Kunge. It's something with that little bulldagger child, Northwest. I'm tired of all of them. So when y'all allegedly bull dagger, but I'm tired of seeing all of them on my damn screen. I need them to sashay away, go play in a ditch somewhere. I'm tired of seeing them on my, every time I turn around, there's always a story about them. They always try to find a way to stay in the damn spotlight, including Chris and that man she hunching with them baby making hips. It's like, I'm tired of all of them. So I'm not the only one that feels these trepidations about the fact that no, nobody wants to see Kim in this film. Nobody wants y'all to. First of all, there's people out here. When I talked about The Bodyguard being remade, there's a lot of people who's against this movie being remade. Why y'all always gotta remake stuff? Why can't we have nothing original? You want to know something? There have been how many original IPs that I've been talking about on this show, and a lot of y'all just let it flop at the box office. Hence why Hollywood's like, you know what? We got to start looking at old stuff. We got to revive the Gremlins. We got to give y'all a Goonies sequel. We got to revive the Matrix. We have to, make all these different movies that existed in the past. We got to reboot every damn thing because y'all not going to the movies to see the Companions and all these other films and the Mickey 17s and all these other movies that we're making original programs of. Y'all not going to see it. Y'all wait until they come out on streaming. Now, I already went on my rant about how I feel about it. So look, several fans have reacted to the news, and here's what they said. They said that on a pop culture Reddit post, and they said, and look, like I said, I don't have to read it, and most people already expressed their disappointment. I think y'all trying to fish and see if how people gonna react. Y'all know y'all ain't thinking about this girl being a part of it, but let me read what the people said. So one person said, yeah, I don't dislike Kim K or anything, but does she even sing? Whitney is a legend, and that song for The Bodyguard is iconic. The role needs to go to a great vocalist, not just anyone that can sing that song. And so this is why people got in their brain that because of what The Bodyguard was about, they can't see past that. You know what? We're just taking The Bodyguard name. We're taking the concept of what the plot of the movie was about, but we're making some changes to our version and not necessarily making it about a singer. So people still in their brain think when you say The Bodyguard, they associate it with Whitney, and they're going to think that, oh, so it's going to be another thing about music, because people don't know, people can't see past what has already existed. So they don't know what kind of direction y'all want to take with it. But according to the report, they're saying that it's not necessarily they're not going in the same direction of the original movie. So another person compared Kim starring as the lead in The Bodyguard to the disastrous Snow White movie starring Rachel Ziegler and Gal Greenstein Godot. They said, I see they want to give Snow White a run for their money. Another person wrote, Kim is buying her way into Hollywood, anything to feed that thirsty ass ego of hers. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you when you write. This is the first time there has been discussion about a remake of The Bodyguard. They said last year, um, Kevin Costner appeared on the Howard Stern show and talked about there was going to be plans for the film sequel involving Princess Diana, who, passed away in a car accident. So I never made the movie because I could not replace Princess Di. He also revealed that the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, put him in touch with Princess Di and shared how their conversation started. He said, look, I'm going to do Bodyguard 2, and I think I can build this around you. Would you be interested?" And she said yes. So there was going to be an idea of them doing it around him protecting an actual princess. That would have been interesting to see if Princess Di was going to act in the movie. But the question remains, would that even been allowed by Camelot? Like, would they allow? Oh, look, you a princess. But then again, she probably wasn't with them at the time. She was probably divorced from Prince Charles. I was going to be shady because word on the street is that man is on death's door. So I'm not going to, windmill too hard on him. I'm gonna give him a little break. Being that him and that whole family is a hot ass mess. But look, like I said before, to wrap all this up, if you want this movie to flop at the box office harder than Gail King and Katy Perry's trip into space, then go ahead and cast Kim. Because no, this is a chop right here and there. So if y'all want y'all movie to flop, yeah, cast her in it. So I said, oh, this is say it look like I'm not the only one that is not here for this remake. A lot of people jumped on the line and said they're not here for Kim K. The bad enough, look, I have a choice of whether or not I could change the channel in regards to her popular anything. I didn't even finish that season that she did of American Horror Story because her acting is a horror story within itself. So I didn't even finish that damn season. Number one, the season was terrible. And number two, she was not that great in it, even though she was kind of playing a version of herself and her mother. But anyway, so I want to hear from y'all in regards to, would you be here for Kim being in a Bodyguard remake? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.